I have been waiting very patiently for this garlic to bloom and to finally set seeds. And today, the seeds are ready and I'm going to harvest. Good afternoon. This is Kathleen Pate at my Alabama Farm Life, and we're going to harvest some seeds today. As soon as I can get this spider to leave. Okay, the spider ran away, and I'm going to go ahead and collect the second head of seeds. I've got the seeds, but I'm also going to dig up the cloves. I made the assumption that these were wild garlic, but my mother-in-law explained to me that no, these garlic were brought here intentionally, that they were not wild, and that one of the family members had brought them here and they actually grew them at one time. These are volunteers, but I have noticed they come up in the same spots every year. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest these and get some garlic started. That's if I can get them out of this Alabama red clay. Yeah, that didn't work. I'm also having an issue with ants. This has been an ant pile for as long as I can remember. They come and they go, but apparently they're still in residence. So I'm going to dig around until I can find the cloves and try very hard not to get bit. I was hoping the second garlic clove would be easier to dig up, but, well, you'll see. Apparently the ants are not going to give me a break today. I did find a nice clove and a few more smaller pieces of garlic, so this is just going to have to do. I have harvested some cloves and I've got these seeds, and I'm hoping that this is going to be the base for my garlic this year. This one we pulled up for my daughter to take home with her, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it in with the rest of them, and it's going to be a part of the new garlic garden. Now it's time to get out here to the greenhouse garden. I have cucumbers and tomatoes growing out here. And as you can see, I have an audience. There's Big Boy and my hens. They're always hanging out thinking they're going to get a treat or two. And they are right, because some of these tomatoes are a little overripe. So I'm going to toss them to the chickens. But all the cucumbers I'm going to harvest and put them into the bucket. And we'll eat what's ripe, and anything that's overripe I'm going to harvest seeds. Now it's time to get these cucumbers in the house so I can start collecting the seeds. I've watched several channels, including MB Heritage and Hedgehog's Homestead, who both collected cucumber seeds. And I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and ferment mine for a couple of days. But first, I have to get them out. I guess I could go ahead and slice all the way through, but I want to be able to collect as many whole seeds as I can. So I'm just going to go halfway and then I'm just going to crack it open. I used a little muscle and I am in. Now I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm just going to go ahead and just scoop the seeds out, trying to be careful not to get a whole lot of pulp. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in a quarter because there's still some seeds in there that I can't get to, but also being careful not to cut the seeds themselves. Now that I have all the seeds out, I'm not going to waste this cucumber. I'm going to go ahead and chop it up and I'm going to throw it in this little container and it will go out to the chickens in a little while for their dinner. My hens are always happy to get extra treats. I have collected a good amount of seeds and I put them in this little container. I'm just going to add a little bit of water and then I'm going to transfer them to a little mason jar. I'm going to use the fermentation process, so I'm going to go ahead and cover the jar with a paper towel and secure it with a rubber band. And then I'm going to set it up here on the windowsill for about 3 days. This process will get rid of the covering that is on the actual seed. Once it's done, I'll take it out and let them dry. Our lawnmower is still broken, which is okay. I'm fine using my weed eater. I'm just going to clear a path so I can get out to our next harvest. We got lucky and had a lot of flowers grow this year. We've got zinnias, marigolds, and the sunflowers are ready to harvest. The sunflowers are starting to turn brown. They're a yellowish color, and the petals have all died, so it's time to harvest. However, I'm finding that there's bugs all over these things, but I'll go ahead and shake them off as best as I can before I put them out to dry. I'm not real sure about zinnias, but this one looks like it's ready to clip, so I'll go ahead and take it and we'll dry it out. The bees are still pretty busy out here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this marigold. Now we have a lot of peppers out here that are ripe and ready to get picked. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my weed eater and make sure I have a nice big path. We only have 1 jar of pepper jelly left, so I need to make more. And I still need to make my blueberry jalapeno barbecue sauce. And the Tabascos are starting to turn red, so I'm gonna have to come out here and harvest a bunch of these, see if I can make some Tabasco sauce. I have my sunflowers, my zinnias, and my marigolds laid out, and we're gonna leave them out here to dry for a little while. And then we'll collect the seeds. My next seed video, I'll show you how I separate all the seeds and how I put them in their own containers. So that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching and supporting my channel. You guys have a great day.